Hi there. Today we are going to be reviewing how the team member only appointments work with Lumary and Hi Rasmus's integration. So one of the really great things about the integration is you can map over any employee only appointments. So your RBTs don't have to go into a separate system to record things like drive time or team meetings. So today we're going to use an example of a team meeting with our tech Richie RBT. So as you can see on his Lumary schedule, he has a team meeting scheduled for today. Within our mappings here in Hi Rasmus, under integrations, we can see that we have team meetings that map over to the other activity type in Hi Rasmus. One thing to note, if you don't have the session type from Lumary mapped to show up as an activity type in Hi Rasmus, those appointments will not show up in Hi Rasmus. So if we go to the My Schedule page for Richie, you can see here, we'll go to today's schedule. He has this team meeting. He can go in and start that activity. And it's just an other activity type. If he wants to change the activity type, he can do that as well. We can go to start activity. It'll just show in progress. And then when he clicks finish, he'll be able to update his start and end times for that activity. So he doesn't necessarily have to start the activity right at the beginning of when it started. He is able to adjust the times. There, if you want to attach a note template, you can do that within the session prototypes so that you can make sure that, or within the mapping itself, to make sure that they are recording any sort of information that you would want from that employee. And there's an option to also even require a signature. And even to require the signature of a supervisor. I'm just going to cancel this request for right now because we don't actually need that, but you can control in your user privileges who's actually able to cancel signature requests. So you can make it so that their supervisor would have to sign off on something if they were doing any sort of admin work or things like that. Now we can see here that this is attached to an appointment in Lumary. You can click into that red box and see more information about that actual Lumary appointment, including the actual session type name or the activity name and the Lumary appointment ID. And the same way we would with an actual session, you would click send now and it would send the times and that note and signatures over to Lumary. So now we can see, once I refresh the page, I can look at this team meeting appointment and see that it has been marked completed. Now, another really common employee appointment type would be drive time. There's another really cool feature that I do want to point out when it comes to the drive time sessions. So in Lumary, you can set up a session type called drive time and mark it as a travel only session type. You can see here we've got the session type for drive time mapping over to our transportation activity type with a drive time note template. So if I go back into my schedule here and let's say I want to start that drive time activity, we can go in and enter the times that we were driving. So let's say this was from to 12:30, and let's say we want to say we went 10 miles. So it'll automatically put in that mileage for us. We can sign the note, and then when we send it over to Lumary, we will see when we click into this drive time session here from the calendar, you can click this travel tab. And it'll actually show the name of the employee, their mileage, and their actual start and end time. You can pull this into reporting and all sorts of cool things. So that's a really nice feature about our drive time functionality is you can record both the drive time and the mileage.